My name is Naoto Ubu. I'm a 25-year-old ordinary office worker working in the General Affairs/Human Resources Department. I recently moved to a branch with a feminist group ready to attack.
Good morning.
Oh, Miss Yabami, you're late?
So what?
We didn't hear from you.
I sent a message to someone else.
No. As a company, when we're gonna be late or take the day off, we have a rule that we contact your report to HR. You know about this, right?
In our branch, we have a more important rule, didn't you know?
I was absolutely shocked at the rules that she showed me. What is this? Who made these rules?
It's rules that we all decided upon discussion. Isn't that right, boss?
Yes! All the female employees were nodding their heads in agreement around us, while the male employees were curling into a ball. What is going on? There were a lot of things that were strange here. Firstly, the way the workload was spread out. Males do all the hard work, while the females did all the easy work that didn't take much time. Even after the females are done with their work, no one offers to help the busy male employees. Just like the rule states, the days off and coming into work late was frequent.
Let's go to lunch.
We're still in a meeting?
Did you have something to say?
No! They are very pushy with their rights. I do agree that the female employees here are very intimidating. With that being said, I don't understand why the manager or branch manager doesn't say anything. As I was in my own thoughts, I saw a lady carrying a cardboard box out. Wait! I heard that Miss Tanaka was quitting soon when I was getting trained to work in the General Affairs/Human Resources Department. I didn't hear of the exact reason of resignation, but with everything going on, I can kind of imagine.
Can I help you?
Pardon me, but I heard that you were very good at what you do, and I was just wondering if I could ask you why you're resigning. Then Miss Tanaka starts to cry.
I'm saying I'm going to resign. Are you still saying that I'm in the wrong? How much are you going to pressurize me?
What? No! Hold on! Don't cry! I didn't understand anything, but I just kept reassuring her that I didn't understand what was going on, and that I can sense that there is a weird atmosphere here, so if she knew anything, to please share that with me. I just kept repeating myself like a broken record. Although she didn't talk to me at first, she figured out that I just moved to this branch and started to open up to me about the reasoning behind her resignation.
When I was assigned to this branch, I was full of life and wanted to give my all. I worked harder than anyone here, made money for the company, and I had a lot of fun working here. However, Ms. Yabami seems to have noticed me and told me to stay in my lane as a female.
Since then, the harder she tried to do her work, the worse the bullying got from the other female employees. It got to the point where the bullying was so bad that it was impacting her mental health.
It's not like I wanted to resign, but whoever I spoke to about Ms. Yabami, the second I mentioned her name, everyone turns the other way.
You do not have to resign!
But
Leave it up to me! I immediately reached out to the HR department in the head office and asked them to withdraw the resignation letter, and asked them to confidentially process it as a temporary leave. I did this because I thought that bullying was such a stupid reason to lose such a star employee. With Miss Tanaka's words as proof, I was able to see how truly ill Miss Yabami's intents were. Miss Yabami is 33 years old and has been with the company for 10 years. All the female employees always tried to stay out of her way, and people who were supposed to be giving her orders at work even were cautious to see if she was in a good mood when doing so. So, is she good at what she does? Not really. No one really asks her directly to do any work. During working hours, she's on her phone all day. There are times that she's facing her PC, but no one knows what she's doing on there. She has a lot to say in general. Even when there was a mistake on the sales side, she bashes them so hard that it leaves them to do the work that they're supposed to ask her to do, leaving them with such a large workload and no time to go around doing sales contracts. Now, I can clearly see why the sales aren't doing so well in this branch. As a member of the General Affairs/Human Resources, I decided to have a talk with the troublemaker, Miss Yabami. Hi, sorry, do you have a second?
oh hey, what's up?
Maybe we can talk somewhere a little more private?
Oh my, so soon?
I have no idea what she misunderstood, but she started moving around and giving the other female staffs looks. She was probably happy that, despite her being the oldest, I spoke to her first. I'm sorry to say, but it's not that kind of conversation.
So what did you want to talk about? Sorry to say, but I have a lot of experience, so I can't just do anything with some random guy. But dear Naoto, you're so young that I could consider taking you into consideration for our future.
Sorry, it is not that kind of conversation.
Huh? Then what?
I want to revisit these female executives' rules that are revolved around you.
What the?
Firstly, this rule on being late. This will be eliminated.
But why?
I understand if the company determines being late in an acceptable manner on a case-by-case scenario, but definitely not for the fact of just being a female.
Females take more time to get ready.
Males too. We have to shave our facial hair.
Females generally have low blood pressure. What will you do if we go out in a hurry and get into an accident because we're dizzy?
Didn't you just tell the guy in sales that taking care of your health is one of the responsibilities expected by a grown-up?
Males and females are different.
Yes, I understand, but prefer to number 2. It is not right that females are allowed to take leave whenever they please. I confirmed your attendance for the past month, and it seems like everyone has taken 3 days off a week?
We have menstruation and stuff.
Isn't that once a month?
It's tough before and after as well.
Then let us look over your employment contract. You all have 2 days off a week, but let's say we make that 3 days off a week. Your salary would go down.
What is your problem? It's hard enough for us females as it is in this world. Only males get promoted. Females are the ones who bring coffee and make Xerox copies. Not just the new employees, but also us females who are well experienced. Can't you just let this slide? We're working so hard in such an unequal world.
This unfairness that you speak of, I may not experience it firsthand, but I do understand it to an extent since I am working in general affairs / human resources. But this should not be a reason that you are bringing down females who truly are doing their best. I'm sure you know who I'm referring to.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Don't appear out of nowhere and pretend like you know everything.
I don't care how you see me, but this is not a situation that I can overlook. Rethink about how you work. Miss Yabami was in the middle of saying something, but she abruptly gets up, gives me a dirty look, and storms out of the room. That was tiring. It was hard to face the big boss without looking bothered. I hope the power problems we're having in this branch gets better. But I was too nice. Way too nice. The next day, the branch manager called me in where he told me a shocking thing. Miss Yabami! What on earth did you tell the head office? Where are you?
Someone from General Affairs or Human Resources said that all females must listen to what he says, and I'm currently taking time off because I am distressed.
I did not say anything like that!
Well, that's how I read into it.
What a broad interpretation! Why does the branch manager listen to anything and everything you say?
I don't think someone who's about to get demoted needs to know that.
Why do you know about that? She abruptly ended the call. Not only Miss Yabami, but the whole feminist group reported to the higher-ups that I am against feminism, which led to the branch manager telling me I will get demoted. I was thinking of letting this go when suddenly Miss Tanaka appeared from the back of my mind about how hard she worked. I decided to fight this. I'm getting demoted anyways. I might as well fight the feminist group on my way down. I had to work on a few documents, but since I was only transferred a little while ago, I pretty much just had to revise a few things that the person before me was working on. I started a deep investigation with the free time that I had. Hey, you're the last one here! I'll close up. Working alone took nothing but time, but I was able to gather up some rather juicy information. Well, it was a pleasure working with you. I wish you well on your next branch. May I? Before I leave. What is it? Actually, I asked someone from the head office to be here today. Huh? Why? In a second, the top leaders of the head office came along. Hi. What brings you here today? You should know very well why we are here. No, I'm not quite sure. Hey, what's going on? I called them here to remove the cancer that's here in this branch. We hypothetically beat his ass and made him call in Miss Yabami.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Even when the big bosses are here in front of her, She looks as cool as a cucumber. I would have found this strange a little while ago, but now I understand the reason. Miss Yabami, it was a mystery to me how you did whatever you wanted, but now it is coming to an end.
What? What are you implying, Mr. Demotion?
Miss Yabami, I know what you're doing with the executive Yakamashi.
Huh?
I could see her becoming tense right in front of my eyes, so I threw the evidence at her. This is everything you've been searching for on your work PC. Affair, alimony. At first I thought you were just having an affair with some random guy, but then I came across this blog and confirmed it all.
Does that mean you read that as well?
I read it from top to bottom. From the day the affair started until the day you threatened Executive Yakamashi about telling his wife and the company if he doesn't listen to everything you say.
Oh my gosh.
According to your secret blog, you took a drunken, disorderly Mr. Yakamashi to a hotel saying you'll get him home and use it as blackmail. With that in your possession, you did whatever you pleased in this branch.
No, that's not it. Everyone, you all heard what this man did to me, right? If you're going to suspect me, please ask the other female employees as well.
I did.
What? Who? No one said anything.
Well, yeah? Since the person I asked was Miss Tanaka, who is currently on leave.
Tanaka? Didn't she resign?
I discreetly made it so she was on leave. It also seems like you've continuously been contacting her with nasty messages even after she stopped coming to the office.
Yeah, well, it was all her fault that our rights almost got taken away. Don't blame me.
All she did was do her work to the best of her abilities, regardless of whether she was a male or female. And you all crushed her for what? All for your rights as females? Being protected is just because you're a female? You are the only one being a threat!
Shut up! I am Mr. Yakamashi. You're fired.
We are here for that exact reason.
Huh?
I've been working very closely with the president of the company in regards to management reorganization. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Sato.
Management? Reorganization?
My job is to target branches such as this that are not doing so well and make drastic changes. I have my fair share to appoint authority to personnels. I am sorry to say, but I will need you to resign.
Huh? If you fire me, Mr. Yakamashi will...
Mr. Yakamashi was fired as of yesterday.
What?
He was also suspected for accounting diversion for a while. After the results for the investigation came back, we were able to get proof that he did, so we asked him to leave the company.
But...
Now you have no one to protect you.
I also heard from Mr. Yakamashi that you've been buying branded items with the company's money. I will need to have that discussion with you separately.
Miss Yabami lost everything, and I could see the life drain from her eyes. Right after, she was dismissed along with her female staff that had the option of resigning or getting fired. They all started to resign. With everything that the branch manager did and mostly didn't do up until this point, he was soon demoted and resigned in 6 months. With the shortage of staff, employees from other branches came here, and with their power, we were able to do well with the figures again. Of course, the stupid rules were no longer, and we were able to maintain a normal working environment again. Good morning, Miss Tanaka.
Good morning, Naoto.
With the disturbance of Miss Yabami gone, Miss Tanaka returned to work and became a star employee. With her help, we were able to recover all the wrongdoings that this branch experienced. I am still working here as part of the General Affairs / Human Resources. I agree that there are differences with males and females, but I do think that we all need to be respectful and have morals. I think that's what it takes in order to have peace as humans.